So students, in this video we will be studying about the meaning and importance of international trade. Okay, so first we'll study the meaning of international trade. So it says international trade refers to the exchange of goods and services between the countries. Okay, international trade means it refers to the exchange of goods or services that between the various countries, and also in simple words it means export and import of goods and services. Means in simple words it is also known as export and import of goods and services. So here export means selling goods and services outside the country, while export means buying goods and services into the another in the country, means flowing of goods and services in the country. For that this term is called as international trade. Means it refers to the, it means exchange of goods and services between the countries, and its simple words it consists of export and import of goods and services. Export means selling goods and services to the outside the country. Import means where goods and services inflow within the country. For that we call as international trade. So next come importance of international trade. So this question it may comes for 5 marks, compulsory it may comes for 5 marks. Okay, so what are the importance of international trade we'll study. First is uh, forex earning, means foreign exchange earning. Okay, here what happens, here international trade encourages earning of foreign exchange on a through exchange of a large scale. As well as this forex earning is also important for buying countries a requirement from other countries of the world. So usually what happens, a country should have a comfortable positions in the foreign exchange, because this is possible through free international trade. Means trade without or a few artificial barriers, means problems, there should be no any problems. Forex earning means what? A foreign exchange earning through we can earn forex earning. As well as forex earning is also important. Why it is important means, if a country have certain requirements from other country, means if you buy that goods from other countries, we require some forex earning to pay the payment to in with their currency. That is called as forex earning. Next comes allocation of resources. Second is allocation of resources. Here international trade usually results in like better and efficient allocation of resources throughout the world. How means, here what happens, every country produce those only goods and services which it can produce like comparatively or cheaper rate. Means allocation of resources how happens means, it results in better and effective allocation of resources. How means, a country produce those goods only which they have comparatively cheap rate in the productions. If there is absence in the international trade, means each country will require to produce all that it requires. This means would result in wastage and misallocation of resources. Means what is the important, that only we should produce. If unnecessary will produce all the goods, means it will be fail to that country. That is called as allocation of resources. Next comes third is maximization of output. Here international trade encourages every production of world output on a large scale. How means, it has made it is easily possible to maximize the world output, like providing free trade in the context of globalizations has also contributed to the maximization of output in the world. Next comes wide choice for consumers. Here international trade provides various wide choice or range for the consumers regarding whatever they want, like goods and services. Here what happens, through international trade these customers are able to get according to their choices, like a wide variety of goods and services supplied by the different countries. These goods are always better in terms of cost, like quality and availability, means whether it is present in the market, what kind of goods we have required, whether it is available in the market. In the wake of this competitions, consumer gets imported items usually at cheaper rate, and in today's market a consumer is a king and he can decide whatever he wants, what he does not want. He required that only. For that purpose international trade provides wide choices for the consumers. Next comes wideness of the extent of the market. Here what happens, international trade usually widens the extent of the market, means they open the they branches throughout the world or throughout the country for the betterment of the customers. In that wideness extent of the market, it offers better scope to the manufacturers as well as to the service providers in terms of their through their geographical market extending across the political boundaries of the market, means where the in this wide extent of the market where there will be the huge market that will helpful for the customers. Next comes expanding income levels, means through better and efficient use of productivity resources due to the globalized trade result in expanding levels of people, creating increased purchasing power determining by the large size, means expanding income level means where we'll get the income level. How means where the through international trade where they extend the market, means where they open the branches throughout the world. Through that automatically the purchasing power of the customer automatically will increase. If the purchasing power will be increased, automatically the income level also will be increasing. That called expanding income level. Competitions. Next comes competitions. International trade in the constant of globalization result huge, there will be the huge competition. It discourage monopoly, means it also discourage the monopoly market and ends of exploitations. Usually competition introduce quality, reduce cost and ensure them timely availability of goods and services. Nowadays when you go to the market, there is a huge number of competition in the market. Through this international market where the monopoly market is discouraging and also exploitations, when there is a huge competition in the market, means where the quality standard will be increased and where they reduce their prices and ensure that the goods and services are available on timely, where the services are provided on timely. Next comes dynamic entrepreneurships. International trade requires dynamic entrepreneurship. How means this dynamic entrepreneurship is the outcome of free international trade. Nowadays in these generations only efficient entrepreneurships are capable of their managing their change and facing challenges of changing times, survive in the global market, means where the entrepreneur should be dynamic, where they are able to face the challenges and to capable to handle the market. Now only through this dynamic entrepreneurship will be required. Next comes growth. Usually growth is intensely required in the international market, means through this international trade where the rate of the growth of the country will rises, means exports are considered like engine of growth nowadays, means exports are considered like engine of the growth because they maintain their payment level, they're within their control, as well as this growth they encourages higher rate of growth, where the export oriented growth is a strategy adopted by many countries in the changed constant of globalizations. So this was the meaning and importance of international trade.